everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Giovanna Palacio and here we talk all things beauty, which is why I'm super excited for today's video because I feel like at work I get asked about this all the time. If you didn't know, yes, I do work at Sephora, but I am also a registered nurse. I work 12-hour shifts 3 days a week and they are long. 12 hours sounds like what it is, 12 hours. So I usually do a look like this for my shift and it honestly lasts 12 hours. I get asked all the time by my coworkers, how many steps are in your makeup routine in the morning and how does your makeup last so long? So I figured to address everyone's questions and help you out, I would film this video. So this is literally my everyday routine when I go to work. It takes me less than 10 minutes. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products. So a handful to a handful of products that I can tell you and guarantee you will help your makeup last 12 hours a day. So it's very simple, very easy. I feel like anyone can do it. And obviously it's affordable. You don't have to spend, you're using these products every single day. So I don't want you to have to spend a fortune. I'm going to stop mumbling, but before we get into this tutorial, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I do film 2 videos a week and post them 2 videos a week on my YouTube channel. I am also on Instagram under Giovanna Palacio. And let's not make you wait any longer. Let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so let's get started because I want this to be quick and I literally want to take you through how I do this every morning. So, the first thing we want to do is your skincare. Even though it's early as heck and we have to go to work, you want to make sure you do your skincare. So make it something, maybe not as extravagant as something for like a pampering routine, but definitely do your skincare. And next, we want our makeup to last all day and we want to stay nice and blurred and mattified. So I'm going to take this guy here. This is my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Block Mattifying Primer, and I'm going to take this all over my midsection. We're going to go into this guy right here. This is my Maybelline New York 24-Hour Foundation, and I am in the shade 310 Sun Beige. I like this guy because it is a natural skin finish type of foundation. One pump is going to be all we need this morning. And all you're going to do is take that on a nice buffing brush, and you are going to apply that, starting with the areas where you get the most redness or have the most imperfections. When you're getting ready for work and you are trying to make your foundation last, the key is to use less. Yes, I said it, less is more. You don't want a cake foundation on, and the reason for that is because the more layers that you have underneath your foundation, the more cakey, the heavier it's going to look and feel. And I can guarantee you that those layers are just going to come right off as you live your life and work your day. Unfortunately, even though I try not to, I end up touching my face a lot throughout the day. Whether it is out of frustration or the fact that I have to put on a mask for a specific room, it's just, it happens to the best of us, so I try to avoid layering too many products on. This foundation though is honestly a very good foundation for every day. One pump gives you a decent amount of coverage. Like, look at that coverage. And I have plenty left over, so what I like to do with that is just kind of work it into the areas where I feel like I need a little more love. Already, I look a little more alive, right? So it's 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, we're trying to get ready for work, and I have to make this last 12 hours. This will last 12 hours, I can guarantee it. The next thing I like to do is go in and put on my concealer. So I like to use this guy right here. This is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer. I love this concealer. It is a matte concealer. It is definitely full coverage, and I like to apply it right underneath my eye, especially going into the very inner corner there, because that is where the most discoloration is. That is where I am the most blue, the most purple, whatever the case is. And that's where I recommend you put yours too. All these drugstore products, although they're inexpensive, they are very good quality, and I have used and tested these. So I'm just taking this and blending it underneath my eye, making sure that I just blend it around that area and I keep most of the product in that inner corner, and already I feel so much better. So just blend and push in with the sponge. You can add a little more coverage around the nose area by pushing it in, and then we are just going to do the same on the other side here. Okay, so my base is on. We're going to set everything and it's going to be super simple. We're going to use this guy right here. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. It's a loose setting powder, and I like to take that with a tapered brush. So I'm going to take this guy right here by Luxie, and we're going to set all over the face. The nice thing about this foundation is it's not going to oxidize. It doesn't move. But I like to make sure that everything stays where it needs to stay with this powder. Next, we're going to go on and move to the contouring / bronzing. We're not going to do any major contouring, but you definitely want to give a little bit of dimension back to your face, especially since this is such a nice coverage foundation. It can take away the natural dimension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on the cheekbone, chin area, and then you want to take a little bit of that and put it right on the forehead. This is a Bare Minerals bronzer. I'm sorry, I don't think I said that. Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in Medium. And I like this because it is very skin-like, it is very subtle. And honestly, at work, I just want to look put together. I'm not trying to look glam at all times. I just want to look put together. I want to look like I didn't just roll out of bed. And this is a nice little routine that wears well and lasts all shifts. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it in all the normal areas where I would. So forehead, cheekbone, underneath the chin, and give myself a little bit of color. And I'm happy with that right there. The next thing we're going to do is just kind of give your skin back a healthy glow. You don't have to do this part, you can totally skip it. I just like it because I just feel like it looks a little more natural. My skin looks a little more natural and a little more brought back to life. A lot of the times, because you're running around, you don't get a chance to drink water, you don't get a chance to eat. Your skin can look a little dull and it shows, and this is a way to just kind of be a little more discreet about it. So I'm going to take this highlighter by Fenti Beauty. It's their Killawatt and Me, Money, and Hustla Baby. And I've just applied that in a C shape right above my brow and my cheekbone, and the same thing on the other side. I take some on my chin, my nose, and my forehead just to kind of even it up, and we're going to call that a day right there. So the next thing we're going to do is put on a little bit of blush, and this has to be my favorite blush for every day. This is the Gold Rush by Benefit, and it is the prettiest, like most subtle peachy pinky color ever. And I love it because it also has some shimmer to it. So if you wanted to skip the highlighter, you could and just go in with this type of look. I'm going to use my setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And this guy is just going to melt all of the products together. Put everything, melt it all together so that we have just a very natural looking skin. But it is also a very important part of this routine because that is a long-lasting, mattifying, oil-free, temperature-controlled setting spray. So it's going to help your makeup last the 12 hours that we need it to, right? So let's go on to the actual brow part of this. So I honestly go for a more feathered, natural brow, and I'm going to take my Benefit Gimme brow, and I use it in the shade 4. We're going to take that on the brows and just comb them up. I don't know, but I just want to look a little put together. Is that too much to ask? Just a little put together, try it a little bit, you know? Okay, feather brow on, I'm happy with that. Let's move it right along. I'm going to put on some mascara, and I love putting mascara just on the top part of my lashes. We're going to use the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I don't put anything on the bottom lashes just because I spend most of my day looking at a computer and looking at documents and squinting, and that is not a good look when you end up having that, like, what's that called? Raccoon eyes. Yeah, I don't want raccoon eyes. I just want to have the pretty flirty eyes, you know? So this mascara leaves your lashes looking super pretty. They're separated, but they're also lifted. And I love the way that this just is so easy in the morning. I don't need to worry about anything. I just put it on and go. So I put a nice coat of that on. Don't be stingy. Put a good coat of that on because we need it. And then the last step to my routine is going to be something for my lips. My face, my eyes, my lips get super dry at work, and I feel like this really helps keep them hydrated. But I also want a little color, you know? So I'm going to throw this guy on. This is the Dior Addict Stellar Shine in the color 623. And this is just a glossy, kind of like a tint. It's so pretty on at work, and I just love the way that that looks. Like, I will literally just get up, drink my coffee, and run out the door. I've been wearing these bows to work too, and I feel like people really like them. It just, for whatever reason, you look so cute today. And it might be the makeup, most definitely is the makeup, but you know, the bows have just a little bit of accessory. I feel like as nurses, we just kind of like to dress it up the best that we can while looking professional. And things like, you know, a little quick makeup routine or a little bow in your hair really does help to just kind of get you through the day. I hope that you guys like this routine. It is quick and simple and easy. It is guaranteed to get you out the door in under 10 minutes. It shouldn't take you longer than 10 minutes. Granted, if you're not used to doing your makeup, don't judge me. It's because you're not used to it. Just practice, honey. You will get it. I can guarantee you will get it. Guys, it was a pleasure. Just remember to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos twice a week on Wednesday and on Saturday, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the videos I have coming up this year. I will see you guys next time.